time for football now from Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver. Today, rivals collide in the AFC West. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Mike Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson, it's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. And off we go here from Mile High. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the three-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend.
Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
I'll tell you what, Mike, if you thought this place was rocking before, after that interception, it just took this atmosphere to a whole nother level. And now let's see if this offense can come out, take a deep breath, deal with some of these early emotions, and take advantage and strike for some points.
So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix. They'll run with the 2nd-round pick in the April draft. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Mike Dana shuts that one down.
26. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. A run once more, that's Harvey. He'll be brought down inside the 25. Michael Dana brings him down.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They send Sutton in motion. Quick throw, taken in. A pickup there, a 13. Good for a Denver first down.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 11.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Mims sent in motion here. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Here's Nix to throw. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
On 4th down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos will take a 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Nico Remigio to bring it back. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They had the interception on that opening drive. It only led to a field goal, so 3-0 as the offense comes back out 1st and 10. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
This caught right side by Worthy. These two in rhythm. 12 more yards and a 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. That's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
And he'll get about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 3-point game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The Broncos offense ready for their 2nd possession. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a 1st down. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game and a quick 1st down.
Broncos 1st down.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
Here's Dobbins. Good running inside the 25. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15.
23 yards.
And another 1st down and another big gainer. This time 23 yards.
Well, that's a heck of a 1-2 punch right there, and that's something that every offense stresses. The ability to be equally effective run and pass on any given snap. They follow up the successful pass play with a big explosive run.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
At the 16.
Well, anytime you dial up a draw, Mike, you have the defensive line and the linebackers accounted for. Who you don't have is any of the secondary defenders. It's a perfectly timed secondary safety blitz. He's able to get in the backfield and stop this play before it even had a chance to get started.
The second down throw is incomplete.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
Next, from the gun, on third down. It is brought in the end zone. Portland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. He knocks it through, and the Broncos are out to a 10-0 lead.
Chiefs, nothing.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll step up and run this. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Kansas City.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
Well, they've got him going backwards now, Mike, and this is a worrying trend. We've seen it now the last 2 plays. They have to be able to generate some leverage at the point of attack. Count on positive yardage in the run game.
They put Kelsey in motion. Third and long for Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. We'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, Broncos.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
We'll get this to about midfield. Trent McDuffie up from his corner spot there on the tackle.
Brings up second and 7 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 7. Here's Harvey. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
Really impressive job there by the defense, Mike. I mean, to not only absorb the initial push, but now you got to get the back on the ground. And sometimes to hold up against these big old offensive linemen and stick an arm out to get the ball carrier down, it's easier said than done, and really nice job here by the defensive front.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards. Set to go now on first and 10. Now it's Dobbins. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter. The ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal. As we are ready to get back underway. And he overshot his man out of the end zone. That one's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. And now they'll be looking at third and goal.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Throwing here on third and goal. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver.
Where you make your mark in the NFL playing quarterback, Mike, is anyone can operate from a clean pocket. But how good are you when that thing gets a little muddy? And this is an NFL-type throw. You're down here. You're looking for a touchdown tight in the red zone. You're in the face of pressure. You've got to hold it for just an extra second to let that route come open. Not everybody can do that. In this case, he hangs in there, delivers it on the money, and comes away with a big touchdown.
The kick by Lutz is good. Broncos move further out in front. It is now 17-0. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Remigio now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs offense getting set to get back to work. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive. as they'll begin here with first down. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38. Here's Mahomes. Now they'll set up the screen for Hunt. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
They'll look to set up the screen here. Down the right sideline. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. A huge play there on the screen pass. 37 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And he'll take it on in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, KC. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Chiefs are back in this one. It's 17-7.
Chiefs 7.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Jaleel McLaughlin now on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Broncos offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. First and 10. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Offside. That's about all.
Defense.
Go, let's go! Come on now, let's go! Here we go.
Still first down.
Here we go.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Throwing is Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. That is brought in. And he will score. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Broncos. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos up their lead. It's now 24-7.
24. Chiefs 7.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Chiefs offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Mahomes now out of the gun here on 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
Here's Matt Araiza now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. Oh! And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Broncos offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Down the sideline. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. A run with Dobbins. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll give it to Dobbins. And he will have a Broncos first down. At least it appears that way. He got it maybe by the length of the football.
Broncos first down.
Little power football here on 3rd and short. They bring in some extra bulk up front, and they just run this ball straight at the defense. Challenge them in a gotta-have-it moment. Can you stop us? And in this case, the answer was no.
And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Taken down.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
They'll run the sneak. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker. It is first and goal.
That's good for a Broncos first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's a run. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up second and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 2 now. Here's second and goal. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Portland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Lutz for the extra point. He gets it to go. Broncos add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Chiefs 7.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Here's a run with Hunt. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Mahomes quickly out to Rice. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 5. To throw is Mahomes. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from men.
And this is not going to do the trick. Unable to get back to the line of scrimmage. And it leads to 4th down.
Anytime it's 3rd and short, you better account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what they do here. Great job by the defense, taking them down for a loss. Brings up 4th down.
Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for KC. To return, it's Mims. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Broncos offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. He'll step up and run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
2nd down, they need 3. On the zone read, this is Nix. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for a Denver 1st down.
And the Broncos.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Handoff now for Harvey. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
A 1st down throw for Nix.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Second and a yard. Here's Nix to throw. Throw on the run is complete. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a 1st down. They send Sutton in motion. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This one will be from 37 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
1st and 10 for Mahomes. To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. And he's going to be out of bounds. 000 up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches, I would assume, by those head coaches as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
And the Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Right back to him on 1st down. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target, no catch, and now 4th down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds they've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
Looked like an issue there with the snaps. Everything has to be right from this far away, but the kick is no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead. The Chiefs offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Open man is Horton. He's got it. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
They'll send Worthy in motion. Big hitting slant there. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. Rolling right. He'll try and get there on the ground.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Now Mahomes. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. The Broncos offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. That ball's incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, finally a win for this defense, and it's certainly been a tough day. With the success this offense has had throwing the ball downfield, it's got to feel good to finally get a hand on one and knock it away, because it's been tough sledding so far, and don't expect that to be the last time they're tested deep.
Intended for Cortland Sutton.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. That's complete to Rice. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 23
Terrific
yards.
start to this drive.
And
Gain of 23
Kansas
and a
City
1st down.
First down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. That's on the big man, Super Bowl champion Trey Smith. Mahomes now on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
3rd and long for Mahomes. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. That is Jahdae Barron, the rookie 1st-rounder, getting the sack.
Quarterback just has to get this ball out of his hands. I understand giving your guy a chance to pick up the 1st down. Let's see if he can get some space downfield, past the sticks, and put one on him. But once it's clear that's not going to work, this ball either needs to be thrown away, checked down, but you certainly don't want to continue to go backwards.
On comes the Chiefs punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the 3rd quarter. They might be looking to grind out some 1st downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
It's a loss of
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, here's Nix. The catch made there by Sutton. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. They'll pick up 23 on that one. 1st down, Broncos.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
By Brian Cook. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 9. Off the play fake, here's Nix. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That's the All-Pro 3 years running, Chris Jones. In for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, They were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That is rare. You don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. First down.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
Nick's gonna keep it on the zone read. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
2nd down. Nix. He connects with Mims. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Troy Franklin, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Remigio now on the return. He's to midfield. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, when you've given up this many points, you're going to get quite the workload with your return units, and that's a really good effort right there. I mean, it's going to get lost anytime you have a one-sided game like this, but that's great determination on that run back.
The Chiefs offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a 1st down. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
2nd and 11. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Oh, that's Worthy all alone. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Big play for KC. And even 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll send Worthy in motion. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Thornton. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Now a carry for Hunt. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
It's 3rd and 4. Throwing is Mahomes. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down.
Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked. And they turn it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Broncos offense and receiver Cortland Sutton ready to get going again. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On the bootleg, it's Nix. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That is George Karlaftis in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll throw. It's Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Chiefs offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going, and whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. Now they'll set up the screen for Hunt. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
And that's a really heads-up play by the defender, Mike. Once he diagnosed the screen, he immediately puts himself in position to make the play. This offense just winds up going backwards.
Going to leave the offense out there for fourth and long. Here's Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. The Broncos offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10. Here's Dobbins. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 3.
Nix from the gun on third down. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Set to go now on first and 10. Here's Harvey. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Noel Williams on the stop. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's second down and 6. He'll go play action with Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 14.
He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Broncos first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but he does show you that make-you-miss ability that he has.
9-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Second and 7. On the ground, this is Harvey. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. To throw is Nix. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Trent Sherfield. Touchdown, Broncos. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Broncos will add one more onto their big lead.
Chiefs 7.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Remigio now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. They'll look to set up the screen here. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
To Kareem Hunt. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. On the ground, this is Hunt. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chain.
It's a gain of 2.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are under.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 12 yards on that hookup. 1st down, KC.
Chiefs. 1st down. A gain of 12. 1st down, Kansas City.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35.
11 more yards.
He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
He's into space past the 25. And he'll be taken down. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
throwing again. It's Mahomes. Look at the big man go. And he's in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
And Butker on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will get just a bit closer.
44, Chiefs 14.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. McLaughlin now on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of 2.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
Up 3rd and 6.
Third and 6. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. And they made it look easy. Their offense playing at about as high a level as they can play. Defense wasn't too shabby either. And they're able to get the victory here by a rout in grand style. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.